climate change impacts unravel, cities across the world and especially vulnerable communities are bearing the disproportionate impacts of a warming planet. With over half of India's growth occurring in unplanned and informal urban settlements, people living in these areas, especially women, children and other minorities, face severe threats from flooding, lack of access to potable water, extreme heat and polluted air. This year alone, over 90% of India's population suffered high heat stress, which has mortality, health and livelihood implications. The compounding of climate threats is largely the result of human activity and systematic underinvestment in resilient infrastructure. The challenges are complex, but cities need not be powerless in the face of intensifying climate risks. Centering growth around people and equity, cities can take proactive steps now to mitigate the worst impacts of climate change.
As a rapidly developing economy, our nation faces the dual challenge of fostering an economic growth that is not only inclusive and robust, but is also environmentally sustainable. Balancing our developmental goals with our sustainable development objectives requires concerted efforts across sectors and actors. Our main focus is on developing evidence-based, nature-positive pathways for India that aligns its development priorities with global commitments.
India's urban mobility system is going through a seismic shift due to emphasis on various initiatives, including digital public infrastructure, electric mobility, clean integrated transport systems, multimodal systems, long-haul transportation due to hydrogen, and much more. Transport provides opportunities to jobs, to healthcare and schools. It's really important to understand how these changes are going to impact the transport systems and how we can make these systems inclusive and also to ensure that they actually serve all layers of the community. There is a diverse views that we are actually listening, and collaboration becomes extremely important between academia, industry bodies, government stakeholders and research organizations. As we really think about how we design our cities and our transport systems to make it more inclusive, more equitable, I think it's time to really reconnect with all diverse stakeholders and views to ensure we are able to design the systems.
We need to protect and restore our ecosystems, but also come up with strategies that can help in improving livelihoods for local communities, thinking about how we can create better access to market for farmers, women, local self-help groups, to really create a land-based economy which can help in mitigating some of the risks that communities are facing. Focus of our work is on how do we inform India's transition to a sustainable food and land use system, improving access to market for farmers, local communities, and overall really strengthening our circular food systems with focus on improving food and nutritional security overall for population, but also protecting nature.
India's clean energy transition needs to be economy-wide, considering the simultaneous development, climate, and justice needs that bound this transition. Three challenges that we face in our sector. Finance. How do we unlock finance, whether it is locally, regionally, or nationally, or de-risk finance in such a way that it makes solutions affordable for those who need it the most? Equitable and just energy transitions. How do we ensure that communities and smaller industries don't get left behind in the transition? A third challenge that we face in the sector is integrated planning. both within the energy sector, that is considering energy efficiency, multiple energy options as you plan your energy mix and future load growth, and across sectors, for example, water, energy and food nexus, transport electrification. We hope that these discussions at these sessions and subsequent actions will help bridge these gaps.
How do we get there? Through collaboration. Come join us for
Join us at
For Connect Karo.
Connect Karo 2024 at India Habitat Center on 11th and 12th September. See you there.